Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Cinema English. I'm Mark.
And I'm Anna. It is so good to be here.
Today, we have a very special episode. We're talking about Hollywood's most famous night.
Ooh, let me guess. Are we talking about the Oscars?
Exactly, the Academy Awards, or, as everyone calls them, the Oscars.
You know, Mark, I love watching the Oscars, but I realized I don't actually know how it works. Like, who picks the winners?
You are not alone, Anna. Many people just watch for the beautiful dresses and the speeches, but they don't know the system behind it.
Right. And right now, it is early February, so the season is very fresh.
Yes, the nominations came out in January, and everyone is talking about them. But today, we are not going to guess the winners.
We aren't?
No, because guessing is just luck. Instead, we are going to learn how the system works. This way, you learn real English vocabulary that you can use when talking to your friends or colleagues.
I like that plan. Understanding the system is better than just guessing.
So, let's start with a little history lesson. Anna, do you know when the first Oscars happened?
I know it's old. Maybe the 1950s?
Even older. The first ceremony was in 1929, almost 100 years ago.
Wow, 1929? That is incredible.
And get this, the first ceremony lasted only 15 minutes.
15 minutes? The show today is like 3 or 4 hours long.
Exactly. And tickets only cost $5 back then.
I wish tickets were $5 now.
Don't we all? Now, let's look at the name. The official name is the Academy Awards.
Academy Awards. Can you explain the word academy? Is it a school?
Good question. In this context, no. An academy here means a group of professionals. It is an organization of people who work in film.
Ah, I see. So it's not a university. It is a club of professionals.
Correct. It includes actors, directors, writers, and costume designers.
Okay, so that is the official name. But why do we call it the Oscars? Where does that name come from?
Well, that is a bit of a mystery. There is a famous story about it, though.
Oh, I love stories. Tell me.
Legend says that in the 1930s, the Academy librarian, a woman named Margaret Herrick, saw the golden trophy for the first time. She looked at it and said, "He looks like my Uncle Oscar."
Really? She thought it looked like her uncle?
That is the story, and the name stuck. People started calling it Oscar because of her uncle.
That is so funny. Imagine if her uncle was named Bob. We would be watching The Bobs.
And the bob goes to... No, it doesn't sound as fancy, does it?
Definitely not.
Speaking of the trophy, here is our first vocabulary word of the day. Statuette.
Statuette. Statuette.
A statuette is a small statue. The Oscar is a statuette. It is about 13.5 inches tall.
Is it heavy?
It is. It weighs about 8.5 pounds. That is almost 4 kilograms.
Wow, that is heavy.
Yes, it is made of bronze and covered in gold. So when you see actors holding it and they say, "Whoa, this is heavy," they aren't acting.
I guess they need to do some exercise before winning a statuette.
Definitely. So we have the history and we have the name. But how do movies actually get nominated?
Yes, that is the big question. Let's talk about voting.
Okay, let's move to segment 2, how voting works.
I always thought maybe a small group of judges pick the winners, like in a talent show.
Actually, it is much bigger than that. It is a very democratic process. There are 2 main steps.
Okay, what is step 1?
Step 1 is nominations. This is where they pick the top 5 or 10 for each category.
And who picks them? Does everyone vote for everything?
No, and this is important. They vote by branch.
Branch? Like A tree branch?
Good guess, but no. In an organization, a branch means a specialized group or department.
Ah, okay. A specialized group.
Exactly. So the academy has an acting branch, a directing branch, a writing branch, and so on.
So the actors vote for the actors?
Precisely. Actors nominate other actors. Directors nominate directors. Writers nominate writers.
That makes sense, because an actor knows what good acting looks like.
Exactly. They are the experts in their own field.
But what about Best Picture? That is the biggest award.
That is the special one. For Best Picture, all 10,000 members can nominate. It is the only category where everyone gets a say in the beginning.
10,000 people? That is a lot of votes to count.
It certainly is. Now, after the nominations are announced in January, we move to step 2, the final voting.
Okay, how does that work?
Every member gets a ballot. Let's look at that word. Ballot. B-A-L-L-O-T.
Ballot. A ballot is a paper for voting, right?
Yes, it can be paper or digital. It is a secret voting form.
Secret voting. Very mysterious.
It is. In the final round, everyone votes for the winner. But here is an interesting fact about the rules.
What rule?
Voters must sign a pledge.
A pledge? What does that mean?
A pledge is a serious promise, like a vow.
So, what do they promise to do?
They promise that they have actually watched the movies.
Wait, you mean they have to promise they didn't just guess?
Yes, you cannot just vote for your friend's movie if you haven't seen it. You have to be honest.
I like that. It keeps it fair.
It does. It ensures that the Academy is judging the art, not just the popularity.
So, first we have nominations by branch. Then we have a secret ballot for the final winner. And everyone pledges to watch the films.
Perfect summary, Anna. You are ready to be an Academy member.
Maybe one day. But Mark, after the voting comes the best part.
What part is that?
The party, the ceremony, the red carpet.
You are right. The ceremony is full of traditions.
I love the red carpet. It is so glamorous.
Red carpet is a great phrase. Literally, it is a red fabric on the ground. But culturally, it means the arrival of important people.
So if I say, roll out the red carpet, it means we are welcoming someone special?
Exactly. Even if there is no actual red fabric. If your mother visits and you cook a big dinner and clean the house, you can say, we rolled out the red carpet for Mom.
I love that idiom. We rolled out the red carpet.
At the Oscars, the red carpet is where photographers scream the actors' names. Meryl, over here! Leonardo, look left!
It sounds chaotic, but exciting.
And once they get inside, the show begins. And there is one object that is very famous.
The statuette?
Well, yes, but before the statuette, there is the envelope.
The envelope.
Yes, the envelope. It seems like a simple office supply, doesn't it?
Right. An envelope is just a paper container for a letter. Envelope.
But at the Oscars, the envelope holds the secret. It is sealed. Nobody knows the winner until the presenter opens it on stage.
Oh, this reminds me of a huge mistake. Do you remember 2017?
Oh, I remember. The famous Moonlight and La La Land mix-up.
It was crazy. The presenters, Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway, opened the envelope. They looked confused.
And then they announced La La Land as the winner for Best Picture.
But it was wrong.
Yes, the producers of La La Land came on stage. They started their speeches. They were crying. They were happy. And then a man ran onto the stage holding a different envelope.
I remember watching that live. My mouth was open.
It turned out the presenters were given the wrong envelope. They had the envelope for Best Actress by mistake. The real winner was the movie Moonlight.
Oh, that is so awkward. But also, great television.
It shows why the word envelope is so important in Oscar vocabulary.
Speaking of speeches, Mark, is there a time limit? Sometimes actors talk for a very long time.
There is definitely a time limit. Winners have only 90 seconds.
90 seconds? That includes walking to the stage?
Yes, it's very short. There is a timer they can see. At 60 seconds, it turns yellow. At 80 seconds, it turns red.
That is stressful. What happens if they keep talking past 90 seconds?
The orchestra starts playing music, loudly.
Really? They play music to chase them off the stage?
Basically, yes. It's a polite way of saying, please stop talking now.
I would be so nervous. I would probably forget to thank my mom.
That happens. People forget names all the time because they are so excited. We call this the acceptance speech.
Acceptance speech.
A speech given by someone receiving an award. Some are funny, some are political, and some are very emotional.
I remember Halle Berry's speech in 2002. She was crying so much.
Yes, that was a historic moment. She said, "This moment is for every nameless, faceless woman of color." It was very powerful.
That is the beautiful part of the Oscars. It's not just about rich people in nice clothes. It's about emotion.
Absolutely. And there is another emotional part of the ceremony called in memoriam.
In memoriam. That sounds Latin.
It is. In memoriam means in memory of. It is a segment where they honor the filmmakers who died in the last year.
Oh, I have seen that. The theater goes very quiet.
Yes, they show photos and clips of the people on a big screen while a musician plays a sad or gentle song.
It is a nice way to say goodbye and show respect.
It is. But let's brighten the mood a little bit. We have talked about the history, the voting, and the ceremony. But Anna,
Yes?
why does this matter for our listeners? Why should an English learner care about the Oscars?
Well, movies are fun?
True, but there are 3 practical reasons to learn this topic.
Okay, give me reason number 1.
Reason 1 is real-world vocabulary.
Like the words we learned today?
Exactly. Words like nomination, ballot, statuette, envelope. These words appear in the news everywhere, not just for movies.
That's true. We use ballot in political elections too. And nomination happens in business awards.
Precisely. So, learning Oscar English helps you understand the news in general.
Okay, what is reason number 2?
Reason number 2 is cultural fluency.
Cultural fluency. What does that mean?
It means understanding the context of a culture. If you work with Americans or British people or Australians, around January and February, they will be talking about Oscar season.
Ah, so if I don't know what the Oscars are, I will feel left out of the conversation.
Exactly. It helps you connect with people. Which brings us to reason number 3. It is a great conversation starter.
Oh, I need those. I am always shy when starting conversations.
The Oscars are perfect for small talk. It is a safe topic.
Safe? You mean not dangerous?
I mean, it is not political or religious. It is usually just about art and entertainment, so you won't offend anyone.
That is good to know. So, how can I start a conversation using this topic?
You can simply ask, "Did you see the Oscars last night?" Or, "Have you seen any of the nominated movies?"
Have you seen any of the nominated movies? That's a good one.
Let's practice. Anna, pretend we are at the office coffee machine.
Okay. Hi, Mark. Good morning.
Hey, Anna, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, did you catch the Oscars highlights?
I did. I was so happy about the Best Actor winner. What about you? Did you see the dresses?
Yes, the fashion was amazing this year. I really want to see that new movie now.
Perfect. See? It is easy and natural.
Yeah, that felt easy. And I didn't have to worry about complex grammar, just sharing opinions.
Exactly. And even if you haven't seen the movies, you can say, "No, I missed it. Who won?"
That's a good backup plan. Who won?
So, for our listeners, here is your task for this week.
Ooh, homework. What is it?
Go to YouTube, search for Oscar acceptance speech. Watch just 1 minute of a speech from last year.
Just 1 minute?
Yes, listen for the words we learned. Envelope, academy, thank you. Notice how fast or slow they speak.
I will do that. I want to see if I can find the one where they play the music to stop them.
There are plenty of those. Just search for Oscars play off music.
I will.
Well, that brings us to the end of our episode on how the Oscars work.
I learned so much, Mark. I finally understand the difference between a branch and a ballot.
I'm glad. Remember, the Oscars are about celebrating stories. And as English learners, you are telling your own stories every day.
That is beautiful. Every new word is like a little statuette for your brain.
Wow, Anna, that was very poetic. You should write a speech.
Maybe next year. I would like to thank the Academy.
Thank you for listening to Cinema English. Keep watching films, keep practicing your vocabulary, and enjoy the show.
Goodbye, everyone. See you on the red carpet.
Goodbye.